Every time I hear something that they're doing, and I look at all my kids, because we have 4 kids, I look at them and I'm proud of them. I'm proud of all they do. They went through a lot. They went through a lot when they was coming up. I'm an addict, and I mean, I'm not proud of it, but I'm trying to clean up that addict part because it's not worth it. It put me through a whole lot. It put me through, I didn't have a house. I almost didn't have nowhere to live. My father drowned when I was 8 years old. My mother would be out for times and times of days or nights. She would be out, and it would just be me there.
My parents were addicts. You know, that could have deterred a whole lot for me. My oldest brother left for college, so it was me being home, getting my brother's meals prepared, making sure they made it to football practice, making sure they got their homework done, making sure I got my homework done, and then, you know, getting up for school. I was getting them up for school because there was one point my mom was in rehab and my dad was in jail.
When I was in Gateway and their dad was away and Todd and Monique was there, I was glad that I had 2 older kids there to take care of their brother.
You were glad, but that's not fair to a kid.
But as being the oldest child, as I was, when my mother wasn't around, I took care of my 2 younger sisters.
I don't feel like there's anything wrong with having that sibling bond because I'm extremely close with my brothers, but I was not meant to be their parents. You know what I mean? And that's never okay. Yes, I was 20 years old and in college with a baby, but there were things that, you know, now I had to apologize to her because I was holding on to so much of my own trauma in childhood that I put it on my daughter.
From a single family home, low income, whatever, it's food stamps, blah, 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 whatever, you know. But that doesn't matter as long as you get around the right people, you have that support, you can become whatever you want to be.
But I had so many people that stood up. I had friends that surrounded me, and I just said it wasn't going to be for my daughter. And I want kids to know that it doesn't matter where you grew up at. It doesn't matter how little or how much support you have.
The S.H.A.Y Foundation, which stands for Spreading Hope Amongst Youth.
We have done the back to school drive. This is our 4th year. We've done what we call Harvest Bags of Love, named after LaTanya Frazier, where we provide full Thanksgiving meals for people to cook at home. Last year, before the back to school drive, we took a block shopping to get all their school supplies. So those kids got to pick out their book bags and all the supplies they needed. And one of those, you know, moments where God lets you know you did truly hear from him is a mom told me that was the first year that she was able to get her kids school supplies and clothes. Somebody out there that cares about you, and we just want to be those people. We don't need to personally know you to pour into you, but we do want to pour into as many youth as we possibly can. We want to pour into as many families as we can. We want to be a support for as many people as we can.
Trauma and chaos it's normalized, and it doesn't have to be that way. It shouldn't be that way.
No, it shouldn't.
So just having this conversation is one step to the process to say that we still love you.
I know.
And just because you're an addict or you struggle with addiction doesn't mean that you're not deserving of better and that you're not deserving of love. And that goes for everyone.
It's the crack that gets the people. It's the crack that breaks you. It's the crack that makes your kids don't want to be bothered with you. It's the crack that says, who are you? Or what are you going to do? And see, I had to leave that crack alone. And to tell you the truth, I have been clean come 3 months this month. And it's a good clean.
And, you know, Mom, I will tell you again, I forgive you for what occurred in our life. I forgive you for hurting me. I forgive you for not being that parent that I felt that I needed you to be. You know, because I have to heal. God is calling me, I had to forgive them.
Sometimes, yes, they did turn their back on us, which I can understand. But right now, like I told them, hey, I'm doing what I gotta do to be a mother, to be the mother that you had when you was coming up, not the mother that went out here and did this and did that. And my name is Charlotte Anderson. I'm her mother, Monique's mother, and Shay's grandmother.